Hey guys, the new gameplay mode Lucidscape just opened up, so let's take a look at it. You have 4 different rooms and each room contains 2 stages. You will have to fulfill some quests in order for you to obtain the best rating possible, and based on your rating you will receive rewards. You will have a, let me call this Lucid domain gouge that you have to fill. You can see this right here. After an enemy dies, you fill the gouge by plus 5%. After an ally casts an ultimate, you fill the gauge up by 25%. And if this domain opens up, then all allies gain ultimate might plus 170%. You gain both of these buffs right here, that's why it's 170. So it is recommended to bring characters that deal damage with their ultimate, such as Regulator. You get the point. Some main DPS, something that deals damage with their ultimate would be recommended here. Although I cleared the first 3 rooms and it was rather easy, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Additionally, you can choose a buff per stage. You have 6 buffs available here, at least in the last room. In the first room you will only have 2 buffs, and you can choose one of those buffs. You have per room, you have 2 stages. So let's say I'm in room number 4 at stage 1. If I now use one of those buffs, I cannot use this buff that I choose for stage 1 in stage 2. Same for the characters. If I would beat this stage right now with this team that you see here on your screen, I cannot use any of those 4 characters that I used in stage 1 and stage 2. You already know this from Limbo. This is the exact same scenario here. Now, once you unlocked all of your buffs that you can take for the stage, the best ones here, which one is truly the best depends on your team. But there are 3 buffs here that stick out. One is Incantation Echo. That makes it so that when in Lucid domain and you cast the rank 2 or 3 incantation, you have a set amount of % chance to cast this incantation 1 more time. That is pretty busted. But the chance is rather low, so still, this is one of the best buffs. Then we have Moxie Intensified, which gives you, when in Lucid domain, 2 Moxie at the start of every round. Crazy good. Then we have Eureka Abound. In Lucid domain, after an ally actively performs an action, all allies recover 2 Eureka. So it depends a little bit on what team you use. This one here that recovers 2 Moxie would be the best for a Regulator team, of course. Then this one here that recovers Eureka would be the best for follow-up teams. And yeah, this one is pretty good all around, but yeah, you will have to build up the Lucid domain as fast as possible, and it is a little bit of a gamble. So yeah, choose whatever buff fits your team. And then every single stage, as I mentioned, has quests. Here the quest number 1 says defeat the wave 2 boss, drop wave 3 boss below 50% HP, or clear the stage. So the quest number 1 you will just have to play and it finishes automatically. Then quest number 2 is where you have to pay a little bit of attention, because yeah, every single stage and all of the rooms, they have these ads here. In this one is called Drama. Let's take this one as an example. And those ads will respawn infinitely. Every time you kill an ad, it respawns, and there are infinite amounts of ads that will always respawn. It never ends until you defeat the boss. And these stages require you, such as this one here, to kill 15 normal enemies. So you will have to, in these 3 waves that they throw at you, at these 3 bosses, you will have to kill 15 of these ads before you end the whole stage. That is something that you will have to keep in mind. Then, if you want to hit it out of the park, so to speak, then you finish this whole stage in 10 rounds. That would net you the best ranking. But what you actually need to obtain every single reward is just this quest number 2. Quest number 1 and 2 is enough to obtain all the rewards. So those are the ones that you have to pay a little bit of attention to. Make sure that you count how many of those ads you actually killed and know how many you have to kill before you end the battle. Cool. Then yeah, each stage is a little bit different, but these battles are not complicated. There are no mechanics here that you will have to really pay attention to. All that matters, that would give you an advantage, is that you pay attention as to what afflatus your enemies have. Now, yeah, of course, you can see wave number 1 would be beast, and wave number 2 would be mineral, right? So what afflatus would you bring? You look at the last wave. In this one has 3 waves, so I look at wave number 3, and that's the one that is, in this case, beast afflatus. So the beast afflatus is weak to mineral afflatus, and that's why I prefer to bring mineral afflatus characters, because yeah, for the very simple reason, the last wave will be the toughest wave, and this is the wave that you want to obliterate the quickest, because this is the strongest wave. So that's the one that you should focus your afflatus advantage onto. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. So let's clear stage number 2 in room 4 together. This is already wave number 2, but I want to show you how much of a cheat code Lucy is here actually. Because these ads, they infinitely respawn. They are pretty weak, you can kill them really, really fast, and every time you do, Lucy triggers her extra action, and that completely obliterates this. You see this? Every time you kill one enemy, she triggers the extra action. That kills another enemy, she triggers the extra action. That kills another, and so on and so forth, you know? It's a little bit of a cheat code. But still, in this room number 4, if you want to clear the stages with the best possible rating, that you don't need for the rewards, but just in case you would want it to, even with this cheat code that Lucy is, I barely did it. I have to clear this in 10 rounds, and I cleared it in the very last round. So this is actually pretty difficult, like crazy, because I don't see a better character for these stages here than Lucy. Like honestly, and my Lucy, by the way, is portrait 5. And I needed every single round still, even by using her. That's pretty crazy. And another note is that the stage number 1 here in room 4, a Regulator could just obliterates this. There should be no issue. If you have Regulator, that is. And even I don't have Melania, so you will probably have an easier time even than I had on stage 1. But the stage 2 here, that is crazy. Because as I said, like, to clear this on with the best ranking possible, you need a whole bunch of damage. Like, my damage is here with my P5 Lucy is completely out of control. And even my sub DPS with 37 has the afflatus advantage, and she also is P3, just by the way, and I needed all 10 rounds here. I don't know, like, it interests me seriously. If you didn't use Lucy here, okay, in this stage number 4, in this stage number 2, in room 4, how did you manage to beat this with the best possible ranking? And if you did, how did you do that? Please let me know. I'm seriously interested, because I mean, I can barely see a way. So if you did it, let me know how. Like again, Lucy is a complete cheat code. I have her P5 and my sub DPS is P3 with a flatus advantage, and I needed all 10 rounds. Please let me know how you did it if you didn't use Lucy. Yeah, but that's about it, guys. Again, like the first 3 rooms, pretty easy. You don't need to pay attention to anything. This is just a damage test. And I hope you had fun. I think these stages are, yeah. Even though they are quite boring because there's no mechanic, there's no strategy that you specifically have to follow. All you have to do is use the flatus advantage if you even want to, or you use Lucy. It's pretty much all you have to do, but still, I had a little bit of fun. You can see my best tank here was Flutterpage. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I cleared all the stages with the best ranking and so on and so forth. But that's it for the video, guys. I hope that was fun and informative. If you like Reverse 1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate that. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.